Greetings, Vanguard of the Zodiac, primal children of fire. You are the ones who strike the spark of life from inert matter. You are accustomed to taking a bold approach, facing danger head-on, and taking what is yours by right of might. Your strategy has always been simple and honest. I see the goal. I go for it. You despise intrigue, considering it a coward's weapon. But today the stars are gathering shadows behind you. Do you feel that strange metallic taste in your mouth? It's the adrenaline that flows not before a fair fight, but before an ambush. In recent days, your field has been buzzing with tension. You feel like you're being watched. You enter a room and feel conversations die down a second too late. This isn't paranoia. It's your built-in war radar at work. The enemy is already here, and he's smiling right at you. Physically, you may feel it as unprovoked aggression and a heat in the back of your head. Your body, ruled by Mars, is a perfect biological war machine. It reacts to a threat before your brain can process the information. If your fists itch, if you wake up in the middle of the night with the urge to run or fight, if even the sound of a certain person's voice irritates you, know this. Your intuition has intercepted an attack signal. Someone in your immediate circle, at work, or among your friends, is sharpening a knife. This betrayal has been in the works for a long time. While you were busy, envy of your energy condensed into a plan of action. They want to strike when you're open. The astrological mechanics of the plot are explosive. Your ruler, Mars, is entering a hard aspect with the planets of secrecy, Neptune or Pluto. This is a classic dagger under the cloak aspect. The enemy understands that they stand no chance in a direct fight against Aries. You'll crush them with your might. Therefore, the tactics chosen are gossip, slander, and traps. They want to provoke you, portray you as an unbalanced aggressor, so they can then strike at their own hands. But the universe is on your side. In the next 48 hours, you will receive information that will expose the conspiracy before the trap is sprung. It could be an accidentally forwarded message, an overheard conversation, or an enemy's mistake. The secret will be revealed. You will see the true face of someone you thought was an ally. However, I must warn you of a fatal mental trap, the berserker reflex. Upon learning the truth, your first reaction will be instantaneous, to destroy. You'll want to create a scene, to say it all to their face. Stop. That's exactly what they expect of you. They want to provoke you into an emotional outburst, so you'll make a mistake in the heat of the moment. If you strike now, you'll reveal your cards and give the enemy a chance to justify themselves. The greatest mistake is to attack without preparation. Your rage must turn cold. Smile and sharpen your axe in silence. We're descending into the armory of your psyche. To outmaneuver the enemy, you must understand their mechanics. Conspiracies against Aries are never based on force. That's suicide. They rely on exploiting your own momentum. The enemy operates on the principle of Aikido. They wait for you to gain momentum, then gently push you over the edge. Their strategy is based on your predictability. Everyone knows, if you provoke an Aries, they explode. If you deceive an Aries, they destroy everything around them. It's precisely this reaction that the traps are set for. They want to provoke you into a public conflict, only to then say, "Look, he's inadequate. You can't deal with him." Your rage is the fuel for their machine. Your job is to cut off the fuel supply. We're switching tactics from berserker, rage, and an axe, to sniper, restraint, and a single precise shot. Physically, this process of energy transformation will be excruciating. Mars in your blood demands action. You'll feel an excess of adrenaline with no outlet, tachycardia, hand tremors, muscle spasms, and the urge to physically destroy something, smash a phone, punch a wall. This is nuclear energy in a closed circuit. If you don't learn to contain it, it will burn you from the inside with a hypertensive crisis or an accidental injury. The moment you receive information about betrayal, your vision will become tunnel vision. You'll lose context and see only the red dot of the target. Your main instruction for this period is tactical silence. This is the most difficult exercise for Aries. When you learn the truth, see correspondence, hear gossip, receive documents, you must make a physical effort to shut your mouth. Literally, grit your teeth until they squeak, but don't utter a sound. Don't call the homewrecker a traitor screaming. Don't write angry posts. Don't arrange face-to-face confrontations. The enemy is waiting for an explosion. Give them a vacuum. Your silence will frighten them far more than your screaming. When Aries is silent, it's unnatural. It triggers panic. Does he know something? What is he up to? Uncertainty is your first strike. You deprive them of information about your condition. The second step is double agent mode. You must continue communicating with the traitor as if nothing has happened. This is the ultimate feat for the straightforward Aries who doesn't know how to wear a mask. But right now, it's a matter of survival. Smile, nod, agree to their terms. Let them think you're a naive fool who suspects nothing. This will give you a colossal advantage: time. While they're relaxed and confident of success, you build a dossier, screenshot their correspondence, record conversations, collect receipts and documents. Your goal is not an emotional showdown, but legal or factual destruction. You're preparing a folder of incriminating evidence that will become your nuclear briefcase. You'll be fighting the inner temptation to strike right now every minute. A voice in your head will scream, "You're a coward. Why aren't you saying anything? Hit them." This is the voice of your wounded ego. Silence it. Explain to yourself, "I'm not a patient person. I'm a hunter in ambush." A hunter can lie motionless in a swamp for 3 days, just for one perfect shot. Your patience now isn't weakness. It's the accumulation of kinetic energy for your strike. The longer you pull back the bowstring, the more deadly the arrow's flight will be. Pay special attention to your head. Aries rules the head, and in moments of rage, blood rushes to the brain, clouding your judgment. Use the ice helmet technique. As soon as you feel yourself being carried away, ready to break loose, go to the bathroom and wash your face with ice water. Hold your head under a cold stream until your skin goes numb. This will constrict your blood vessels and restore your ability to think logically. You need a cool mind, sharp as a scalpel. Save your warm heart for those who love you. For your enemies, only ice. You are now undergoing the initiation of the strategist. Mars is not only the god of carnage, but also the god of military art. You are learning to win wars, not by the number of corpses, but by maneuver. You are learning to win before the battle begins. You are in control of information. In this world, he who controls information and knows how to wait controls everything. We're emerging from hiding and into operational territory. Theory is over. Practice is beginning. The conspiracy against you isn't some abstract evil energy. It's concrete actions, documents, words, and financial transactions. In the coming days, the universe will throw clues at you. Your task is not to dismiss it as a fluke. There are no flukes now. Every glitch, every slip of the tongue, every oddity is a protruding fuse for a mine planted under your future. You must understand the typology of these mines in order to diffuse them and redirect the shockwave back at the perpetrator. The first scenario is Office Rat. This attack is being prepared in the realm of career or business. The pattern is classic. They want to frame you for someone else's mistakes or take credit for your achievements. The enemy is counting on your inattention to detail. Aries sees the forest, but not the trees. Realization will come through a recipient's error. You may accidentally receive a letter in which you are discussed in the third person. You might see an open file on someone else's computer, or they might send you a document to sign with enslaving terms written in fine print. Your tactic? Total bureaucracy. If you sense a trap, activate paranoid auditor mode. Don't sign anything without reading it 3 times. Demand written confirmation of any verbal agreements. Send it to me by email. This phrase is now your bulletproof vest. As soon as the enemy realizes you're recording every step, they'll get scared. Rats fear spotlights. Shine documents on them. The second scenario is Trojan horse in friendship. This is the most painful blow because it comes from within your inner circle. The person you trusted with your secrets leaks them to competitors or gossips behind your back, ruining your reputation. A marker for this scenario is a sudden change in the behavior of mutual acquaintances. People start looking at you askance, asking strange questions, or clamming up when you appear. This means the information poison has already been injected. Your tactic? Controlled injection. To identify the mole, tell the suspect a fictitious but compelling piece of news, disinformation, in private. And wait. If within 24 hours this news returns to you from a third party, the mask has been blown, you found the source of the infection, don't argue. Simply cut off access. A silent ban is the death penalty for a traitor who fed on your energy. The third scenario is direct provocation. The enemy realizes that the covert game is dragging on and decides to go all in. They will attempt to publicly humiliate you, insult you, devalue your work, or hit you where it hurts, family, appearance, competence, in front of witnesses. The goal is one, to provoke an explosion of your rage. They want Aries to scream, fight, or throw a tantrum. At this point, cameras will be rolling, real or metaphorical, to record your inappropriate behavior. Your tactic? Mirror armor. At the moment of attack, you must do something that goes against your nature. Laugh. Laughter disarms aggression better than any blow. Look at the provocateur as if he were a naughty child. Say loudly and calmly, "Are you so nervous right now? Are you in trouble?" Shift the focus from yourself to their state. This is judo. You use the force of your opponent's attack to bring them down to the mud of their own malice. The public loves the strong. A strong person is one who doesn't lose their composure. Pay special attention to the signs in your body. Mars is the planet of trauma. When aggression mounts around you, your body begins to echo. Cut fingers, burns, and bumps into corners are not clumsiness. They are a signal. Be careful. This is a hostile environment. Sudden headaches or blood pressure surges are a sign of a mental attack. If you smell something burning where nothing is burning, or taste something metallic in your mouth, this is an ancient Martian instinct, warning of an enemy's proximity. During these days, stay away from fire, sharp objects, and fast driving. Your inner fire is already blazing. Don't add fuel to the blaze from the outside. Ваш козырь в этой игре – скорость реакции, но не эмоциональной, а интеллектуальной. Овен мыслит быстрее всех. Пока враг плетет интригу – это долгий процесс, вы можете разрубить этот Гордиев узел одним нестандартным решением. Например, если против вас готовят компромат, опубликуйте его сами с ироничным комментарием. Говорят, я сделал ошибку? Да, я сделал. И вот как я ее исправил. Честность – это оружие, против которого у лжецов нет защиты. Выбивайте почву у них из-под ног своей открытостью. Вы сейчас находитесь в ситуации один против всех, но для Овна это не проблема. Для Овна это естественная среда обитания. Вспомните, что один лев опаснее стада шакалов. Но только если лев не спит, просыпайтесь. Охота началась. We are concluding this briefing. Right now, as you read these lines, an irreversible transformation of your mental field is taking place. The scales have fallen from your eyes. What yesterday seemed like vague anxiety or paranoia has now taken on the clear outlines of fact. You know? And this knowledge is your greatest weapon. The enemy was counting on surprise, on stabbing you in the back in the dark. But you turned on the light. You see their hands, you see their knives, you see their fear. Because there is nothing more terrifying for a conspirator than meeting the gaze of an Aries who has understood everything and smiles. At this moment, the roles reverse. The hunter becomes the hunted. You are no longer the target. You are the predator, simply waiting for the prey to come close. Realize your strength in this second. Your rage, which could have destroyed you from within, is now forged into the cold steel of determination. You will not waste yourself on petty revenge, shouting, and squabbling. That's the lot of the weak. Your revenge will be global. You will become so successful, so powerful, and so untouchable that your very existence will become unbearable torture for your enemies. You use the energy of their envy like rocket fuel for your launch. They wanted to bury you, but they didn't know you were a seed. Under the pressure of the earth, you only grow faster. Now, we need to consolidate this victorious status. Aries is the sign of fire and iron. We need a ritual that will physically cut off your energy drains and erect a fiery shield. we will perform the Fire Frontier Ritual. This is the combat magic of your archetype. Ritual: Fire Frontier. This ritual requires caution and respect for the elements. Conduct it alone after dark. Arsenal: you'll need a candle, ideally a red or black one, but any will do. The fire is the same everywhere. And you'll need a knife, a real metal knife with a sharp blade. A kitchen knife will do, but it should be cold and clean. Concentration: light the candle, place it in front of you, gaze at the flame. Aries can stare at fire for hours. It's your natural element. Imagine all the lies, all the flattery, all the false smiles you've been surrounded with, burning away in this flame. Visualization of the enemy. You don't need to imagine a specific person. You might be mistaken about the person, but intuition knows the energy. Imagine the conspiracy as a dark, sticky web trying to entangle your arms and legs. Strike. Take the knife in your right hand, or your left if you're left-handed, your active hand. Feel the cold steel. It is an extension of your will. Now make a sharp slashing motion with the knife in the air between yourself and the imaginary web. Be careful not to hit the candle or yourself. Slash the air, imagining the steel cutting invisible control threads, stealer channels, and bindings. Manifestation. Looking at the fire through the knife blade, recite the battle formula of protection out loud. Steel cuts darkness, fire burns lies. He who comes to me with a sword will fall by his own sword. I see you. I know you. I am invulnerable. My back is armored. My path is clear. So mote it be. Completion. Blow out the candle sharply. This sound and smoke signify the ritual is complete and the enemy is disarmed. Leave the knife on the table overnight, blade facing away from you, like a guard. After this, you will feel a sudden surge of strength, or conversely, a sudden urge to sleep. Both are normal. Your field has shifted into combat mode. Tomorrow, you will wake up a different person, a person with no blind spots. And now, to declare to the universe that you have accepted the challenge and won this game ahead of schedule, you must leave your seal. This is a warning to all who plot evil against you. Write the code phrase in the comments. Briefly, menacingly calmly, in all caps. I see everything. Let your enemies read this and understand that their time is up. Let me know that Aries is ready for victory.